Hi, welcome to Adventures in Bonsai. Today we're going to transplant a desert rose, but this one is a white flowered desert rose. The ones I'm used to seeing are pink or red. Let's go take a look. This is a typical pink desert rose. This is an old one. I've had it probably for 7-10 years, maybe even longer. It's got a nice trunk and does produce these beautiful flowers. Usually more of them are on it right now. It's in the process of just having a couple more that are coming. But we're going to go and take a look at a different kind, the white flowered variety. This is the white flowered variety of desert rose. As you can see, this one here is in full bloom. It's got a nice trunk. We're going to transplant it from this pot in soil into sphagnum moss. The best way to grow these things from my experience. Let's go see what we need to do. This is the rather colorful pot that I made years ago. So we can see when it was made. I usually sign these, but I can't quite make it out through the dirt. But this looks like it'll be a good size for this one here. These plants, desert rose, it's really called the Adenium obesum. Mainly the obesum probably refers to the fat trunk they have. And this is called a cauticus. It's thick, and they grow this way when you plant them from seeds. If you take a cutting from here, which is very easy to do, to make cuttings off of these, they never thicken up like this. They just stay thin and spindly all their lives. The flowers here are tubular and quite beautiful. These are white flowers. Usually they're red, as I told you, or pinkish. The sap from this tree is a very interesting thing because it's poisonous, and it's used in Africa for hunting on arrow tips for large game. This plant is native to sub-Saharan areas, in other words, areas that are south of the Sahara Desert and also Arabia. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to take this plant out of the soil and wash away the dirt and get to the roots and see how it fits in this pot. Okay, so our first trick is going to be just to take this here out of the pot. It's tight. If I put it in and roll it a little bit, these are flexible pots. It'll help break it apart from the pot. And I should be able to get this out, but it's not moving. Basically, the roots have really become attached to the pot. Now here it comes. Okay, so there we go. Now let's see what happens as we try to clean it up. Okay, it's cleaning up pretty easily. Let's see if we can show you how to do this in a little quicker manner by using time lapse. Well, it's raining pretty heavily down here now, so I've had to come inside my shed to finish this off. All I do now is clean this up a little bit, get rid of the sphagnum moss and other stuff that's coming out over the edge of the pot. And try and make these edges look a little bit cleaner. You go around. This is like this can go. Still pressing everything down firmly. You want a real firm fit. Plants do better then. Okay, I want to add some moss to this. I have some moss here. I'm going to have to go and clean it up outside a little bit first. I'll be back with it. Well, I'm kind of soaked here, but that's okay. It's fun. It's a nice summery rain. Enjoyable to be out there and be part of nature. And we can bring nature into our houses. These plants do pretty well indoors, but sometimes their trunks don't get that thick when they're indoors. That's why I like mine outside. So I'm just placing the moss all around it here, editing it as I go, just pulling pieces off, adding pieces on, making sure that when I push down, I see water coming up through here, because that's how I know the moss will attach well, the surface moss will attach well to the sphagnum moss. I need another piece here. I have to clean it out. Let's go see. This one here looks like it'll be good. And I'll need another piece too. So I'll take that, and I want to go clean these out and be back. Okay, let's try to finish this guy up. Taking that surface moss, putting it where I want it. Use another little piece. It's nice to edge them off and make them look neat. Sometimes you're better off working with the chopstick rather than the spatula, which has been cut off. Okay, let's take a little better look at this plant, see what we've done. Oh no, we're not done yet, actually, because I do have this here to work with. Now remember, we took off a big chunk of the roots. And in order to do that, we should really lower the foliage up top so there's not so much of a need, even though I'm not really worried about that happening here. I have a feeling that if we cut off some of these, in the long run, it's going to make this plant look a little bit better. Question is whether I want to keep that one or not. No, I think I want to let that one go too. So now I've got these 4 trunks coming out. Let's take a little better look at the whole thing. It's always nice to use a lazy Susan for turning these around. That gives you a better look at things. I hope you can see this decently with the light background of the window there. Now here we have it. The desert rose, the white flower variety. These roots here should become nice, surface roots here, little aerial roots, even these ones over here. Should thicken up and give the plant a little more character. And these here should be pretty nice too. Okay, so there you have it. Desert rose is a nice, easy plant to work with. They do well. They do great in sphagnum moss. Have fun with your bonsai.